explained by Dr. M.T. Vasudevan Nair. M.T. Vasudevan Nair is from Kerala, who got Jnanapidam Award. Is a fantastic personality, and when he got Jnanapidam Award, 3 students went to him and asked, when you got Jnanapidam Award, whom did you remember first? Immediately Dr. M.T. said, the moment I got Jnanapidam Award, I was thinking about my mother, grandmother and their relatives. Did you not remember your father? Immediately he said, all whatever I am now, I got it from my mother and grandmother. Of course, this body is the contribution of my father and mother. You know, body is the contribution of my father and mother, but all whatever I am now is the contribution of my mother and grandmother. So, a harmonious family relation, number 1, the mother. Almost equal to that, the father. Pitradevo Bhava. Every boy, every son in the family will be trying to imitate his father. Every girl, daughter, generally try to imitate the mother. If the mother speaks good language, the daughter learns that. If the father speaks good language and behave properly and keep a very positive vision and viewpoint, then the son will inevitably take the messages generally. So, the father of the family is the supporting pillar for the family with much responsibility. Be an ideal model for the children. Let the father become an ideal model for the children. And Dhritarashtra, with all the negatives, indirectly encouraged Duryodhana to become a negative personality. If Dhritarashtra would have curtailed the negatives of Duryodhana, then the complete destruction of the family could have been avoided. So the father's role in the family is an ideal model for the children. The role of the mother as the best servant for the children. Serving the children to make them good and great, to make them good and great, to make them good and great is the role of the mother. To become an ideal model, that is the role of the father. You know, Jamshedji Tata became an ideal model for the children. And the next generation became an ideal model for the family members. And always we used to say, Tata company has got a culture. Tata company has got a culture where they are in China or in Australia or in America or New Zealand. Tata's culture is the culture of Jamshedji Tata. Tata's culture is the culture of Jamshedji Tata. That culture is given to the children and the next generation by the father. That father's ideal model. You know, Ravana played the negative role. So he died, his brother, one of the brothers died, his son Meghanada died for the negative of the father. Or the negative of the father. So, let the father be an ideal model for the children. So that role of the mother, role of the father, and the Pitru Dharma and the Matra Dharma is to create Putra, Putri Dharma in their children, in the mind of the children. What you have learned from your fathers, your mothers, take the good from the past and just carry over to your next generation, your children. Not everything good from the past, take the good and give to the children. Integrate the good from the past with the good from the present. Integrating the good from the past and present, that will make our children really excellent. I always used to tell to my son, I feel so happy, we feel so happy that we got a son like you and a daughter like Hema, son's name Harish. They used to feel that. I have never told them, you should not do that, you should only do this. I never have told. I used to tell them the positive of their activity and also the negatives. Then used to tell them, you take the freedom to decide what you should do. Give them the freedom. They will generally never deviate from the dharmic value. Encourage them to take the decision by themselves. Encourage and motivate them to decide whichever is good and whichever is bad. Inform through stories. Inform through experiences of people like Dr. A.G. Abdul Kalam, Mahatma Gandhi, C.V. Raman, J.C. Bose, and whomsoever you feel worthy. Give their experience to your children. Tell them to analyze it. Teach them the good from the past. Tell them to learn the good from the present. Tell them to listen. Tell them to watch. Tell them to discuss. Tell them to think. And tell them to take the good and make it as an experiential life. I am not advising, I am not giving you a sermons or discourse. One thing it is very sure. Your parents, your mother, father, they had generally 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 children. But now, the present generation has got either 1 child or maximum 2. Rarest cases 3. What is the suffering of our mother when they were nurturing we people? And what is the suffering of our father when we were brought up from the very childhood up to this level? That much pain is not there in our present life. You can get a railway ticket in your mobile phone. You need not go to the railway station. When you start booking your cooking gas, just dial it. The remaining voice you will get from there. According to our record, your number is 2, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. If you want to book the gas, press 1. That fellow will be instructing you. Your cooking, gas cooking will be instantaneous, done by the mobile phone, not you. But in olden days, you had to collect all the firewoods and cut it in small pieces, dry it, preserve it during the rainy season and other thing you have to use. Now everything is available in your fingertips. We are living in a heaven now. Every Indian, I would like to say, particularly the group sitting here, living in the heaven. Everything available in your pocket. Tomorrow morning flight ticket is available in your pocket. You need not go to airport. If you want to go, then only you have to go there. And remember that if you want to celebrate Onam, just call and give the instruction to the catering agency. Tell them to bring 10 lunches. That will be enough for 25 people. You need not even light your gas oven. It will be ready. Getting your daughter's marriage, give everything to the event manager, including your son-in-law will be brought by them. And all the gold they will purchase. You give only money. Money is enough available in ATM. So there is no problem. Just think about it. We have got enough time. We have got minimum work. We have got minimum thing to worry about it. And if there is a will to enjoy the life, the mother, the father, you know in the olden days, how to prepare sambar masala with the ammikal, no? Now mixie is the anything you can get it done. Sometimes I used to say, put the rice, put the sambar, aviyal, pulisheri, palaseri, everything into the mixie. Remove that drumstick from that. Then just one rotation. Then drink the whole lunch. You need not even have to chew the lunch. Whole lunch is over in one glass. The teeth can be given full rest, 24 hours, permanently rest in peace, RIP. So, such a fantastic world we are living. Still we are worried. And the rate of increase of heart attack in Kerala, higher than New York, 48%. Higher than New York, rate of increase of heart attack. Rate of increase of cancer. 1 year back in this stage I told you, rate of increase of cancer in Kerala, 29%. Now I am changing it, knowing pretty well. Rate of increase of cancer in Kerala, 62%. More than doubled in 1.5 years. Rate of increase of cholesterol, high BP, heart problem, steeply increasing to 89%. Why? The only thing is that we always pray Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya and act Jyotirma Tamaso Gamaya. We behave in the reverse. Always we keep a pessimistic vision. We forget to enjoy the positives in the life. So teach your children Putra Dharma, Putri Dharma. Start it right from the age of 3. Age of 3. They will be going on asking you question. You will go on giving the reply. Encourage them to ask question. Tell them the stories and motivate them. Console them. Create a good bondage, mental bondage. That baby will start asking questions when she or he becomes 5 or 6 years. Give them the answer. Give them the freedom. Again, encourage them to undertake challenging work. Make them fearless. And teach them whatever good things you can teach in a very polite manner. Teach them the role of a son. Teach them the role of a daughter. Slowly, steadily, systematically, and a wrong word custommatically. There is no English word like custommatically. I created that. Lord Mountbatten has never told you should not create your own words. So I am utilizing the freedom of creating my own words. So do it systematically and custommatically. The day you teach the children that we the parents have nurtured you, we used to hold your hands when you want to walk, and the day of your putting the first step, starting the walking, a day will come when your mother and your father will have to hold your hand for walking. Tell them the past, tell them the present, and tell them the future of the mother and father. One day, tell them that you will have to go. Tell them that we are not permanent here. Beautifully, Lord Krishna has told Arjuna, Hato va prapsyati swargam, jitva va bhuksyate mahim. Inform this Bhagavad Gita message to the children. Let them learn that in the life, positives are there, negatives are there, success will be there, failure will be there. People may be appreciating you, people may be criticizing you. And when Abraham Lincoln took his child to the nursery school, Abraham Lincoln himself took his son to the school and told the teacher, let my son face the negatives in the life. Teach them what are the negatives in the life. Let him be with the people who are suffering. Never allow him to be with the people who are enjoying the life. Let him learn the value of tears instead of learning the price of laughing and smiling. Let my son be with the truth. Let my son be with the people who are suffering in the world. Let him learn the sufferings of the people. Abraham Lincoln's message to the teachers connected with his son is better than an Upanishad, I will say, or at least equal to an Upanishad. 13 messages given by Abraham Lincoln, available in YouTube, available in internet, Google search, you will get fantastic messages. So, when the child or when your children grow up, they know what is meant by life. As I told you a few seconds back, there are positives and negatives in the life. If you are failing in the life, my dear son, just console yourself saying that you have done your duty. Do your duty even if you are a failure. Do your duty even if you are failing in your life. Hato va prapsyati swargam. If you are successful in the life, enjoy it. Enjoy it. You know, 3 days or 4 days back, when Narendra Modi came to his home in Gujarat and sat with his mother, just empathize. What would have been the feeling of that mother? What would have been the feeling of that mother when her son, sitting nearest to her, holding the hand, and this man is the Prime Minister of India. My son is the Prime Minister of India, and that Prime Minister is thinking that I am sitting nearby my mother who nurtured me by doing the servant's work in other houses. Servant's work in other houses. So remember, when your son or daughter gets all the good qualities of Dhruva, Nachiketas, Prahlada, or even Lava and Kusha, your role is over. Making them good and making them great. Your family, your home, according to Sri Narayana Gurudeva of Kerala, he always used to say in Malayalam, Kudumbol Imbamundavunna Sthalam Kudumbam. Kudumbol. When you are all coming together, the real excitement of the enjoyment, real excitement of the enjoyment, if it is available from that family, that is really known as family. That makes a house into a home. A house becomes a home when everyone in that family enjoys Sahanavavadu, Sahanavunantu, Sahaviryam Garavavahai, Tejasvina Vaditamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Beautiful Vedic management message. Vedic management, let us exist together. Existing together, sharing, caring, and curing together. Sharing, caring, and curing together. Just like Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna were together. The brotherly affection got created in the family because of the culture given by the parents. And remember, Ravana did the negative, Kumbhakarna supported that, Vibhishana did not support that. Teach your children. Let them learn. Whatever may be the personal relationship, if negatives are justified or if negatives are supported, that will end in total annihilation or destruction. Simple example of three brotherly relations. Three brotherly relations in the family. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, Bali, Sugriva, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana. In the same Ramayana, three relations are given. In one set of relation, all the brothers ever sharing, caring and curing together. In the second, fighting each other. When Bali and Sugriva fought each other, Lord Rama from outside came, destroyed one person, took the help of the other. Exactly this is what happened in Pandya Vamsha, Sundara Pandya Kattabomman and other thing. Sundara Pandya Kattabomman and another person, his brother. One person, you know, Sundara Pandya Kattabomman and another person. Anyway, I think you know that one. I will get it within minutes. So remember, Veera Pandya Kattabomman and Sundara Pandya Kattabomman. Malli Kapoor came from Delhi and split Veera Pandya Kattabomman and Sundara Pandya Kattabomman. He killed one person, exploited everything from Madura Meenakshi temple, took all the wealth from Madura Meenakshi temple. In 22,000 camels, killed the other person and also went. When the two brothers fought each other like Bali and Sugriva, Veera Pandya Kattabomman and Sundara Pandya Kattabomman, in our history we can see that. So brotherly relations and other brotherly relation. One person the powerful Ramana did the negative, Kumbhakarna supported, they too got wiped out the person who did the good. Vibhishana remained. Teach our children about it. Let them stand with the good. They will become good and greater. And our family relation. As I told about nearly 45 minutes back, serve in your hands the food for the children. Sit with them when they are eating the food. Listen whatever they want to tell you. And encourage them, motivate them. Every day, at least once, you all sit together for taking either breakfast or lunch or evening food or dinner, supper together. At least once in a day. If it is not possible all the 7 days, whenever it is possible, that sharing in the dining table, enjoying every minute. The wife serving food to the husband, mother serving food to the children. At that time, let the wife remember, think how long God has given me this blessing of serving my husband. I do not know how long the God will be giving me this type of blessing to serve food for my husband. Let the husband think how long I will be alive to eat the food served by my wife. Nobody knows. I always used to say, sometimes whenever you get time, think that tomorrow is your last day. What you will do today? Tomorrow will be the last day by 4 p.m. You are out. So you have got nearly 22 hours or 20 hours now. Do everything to be done within 20 hours. Within 20 hours. Sometimes just spend a few seconds for thinking that tomorrow is your D of D. D of D, date of death. D of B, date of birth. So, date of birth, that we know pretty well. The certificate also will be there in your hand. D of B certificate. But D of D certificate nobody will be giving to you. D of D certificate nobody will be giving to you. It will be given only to your children or relative if you have enough wealth. So remember, if tomorrow is your last day, then complete your work. Always manage delta X management. Delta X management. X2 minus X1 is equal to delta X. X2 is 10:30, X1 is 10 o'clock. X2 is 10:30, X1 is equal to 10 o'clock. So X2 minus X1 is equal to 10:30 minus 10. How much time? 30 minutes. That 30 minutes, enjoy positively. Spend every second. Spend every second very effectively. If you are in your home, with your children, with your wife, with your mother, with your father, very positively. That half an hour you experienced the life. After half an hour, if the same thing can be extrapolated, that is what is called harmonious family relation. Harmonious family relation. In our family, when you are praying, try to pray together. When you are eating, try to eat together. Let others enjoy their freedom. Let you appreciate the suggestion from others, from your family. Let their criticism be a motivating factor for you to improve. If the wife criticizes, gives an opportunity to the husband to improve. If the husband criticizes, gives an opportunity for the wife to improve. So, always asadoma satgamaya. From yesterday to today, from today to tomorrow, moving from negative to positive, from less positive to more positive, from a less useful to more useful life. In Kerala, almost all the movies in Kerala will definitely be conveying one message at least for a family relation. So Kerala movies are not that costly. Convey the family relation. I don't know how many Malayalis are here, but you can see 3 serials: Paraspara, Chandanavala and Karanta Mutta, creating all the negatives in the mind. But still it is family story only. Still it is family. Is creating such a negative, and very luckily my wife used to watch it. You know how she watches it? Just switch on that, come and sit in the settee, deep sleep. Only thing is that sound should be there. If I switch it off now, she will wake up. I never switch it off. Right from 7:30 to 9:05, the sound will be there. I politely record all the things to be uploaded in the YouTube. Once my recording for the YouTube is over, Parasparam, Chandana Mada and Karanta Mutta will be over. Her taking the rest also will be over. I feel so happy these 3 serials give her good opportunity for a nice sleep. Good opportunity for a nice sleep. Even then, still in that also, you can take some messages for your life. Some messages. In this world, we do not have the time. We have not got the full time for experiencing the negatives and positives in the life. So whatever we are watching in the movie, whatever we are watching through other sources, whatever we are reading from the newspapers, those things should give us a little bit experience in our life, either through listening or through watching or through discussing, so that from today onwards, let our life be a useful life, fruitful life, and purposeful life, plus meaningful life, so that it will become a beautiful life. Teach them how to serve other people also. Let you take your children, or let you go to some orphanages, some old age homes, some mentally retarded children or people living houses, so that you can get the pain of others. Let our children also learn about the pain suffered by other people. Then only they will be remembering how fantastic God has given them the opportunity to live a glorious life. Let them see the pain of others, poverty of others, anadatva of others, old age of others, and hunger of others. Comparative psychological analysis, CPA, comparative psychological analysis, for our understanding the glorious life that God has given to us. If you are not showing the negatives of the society to your children, If the present generation is not watching the negatives, they may be thinking that throughout the world only positive remains. One simple incident within a few lines. You know, your Guru, Shankaracharya, Sringeri Shankaracharya, has got a fantastic engineering college in Kaladi, Adi Shankara College. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam has come there thrice or 4 times. One division. In one department, students are highly restless. One department, I will not name that department. Students are highly restless. G.K. Iyer, he told me, I always used to go there for taking the class. He told me, our particular department students are highly restless. What to do? I told them, in your next study tour, take the students to RCC, Regional Cancer Center, Trivandrum. Conduct a trip to Kanyakumari and let them visit the Regional Cancer Center in the Medical College campus in Trivandrum. You know what happened? They first went to RCC, just happened to see the painful suffering of the very small kids. 1-year-old kid, 8-month-old kids, all babies, throat cancer, and uvula, tongue cancer, cancer in the nose, cancer inside the eyes, cancer in the brain, cancer in the epiglottis. The 24 hours, crying and screaming children, keeping those babies in the lap. The mothers also crying continuously. Mothers also crying continuously. When these students of the engineering college happened to see the pain of the mother and the babies, they cancelled their trip to Kanyakumari, gave the money whatever they had in their book, in their pocket, came back to the college. That day itself they collected 18,000 rupees and sent to this child care department of RCC. From that day onwards, that department has become silent and perfect. Nobody advised anything to them. Nobody explained anything to them. But they just learned the pain suffered by small babies, and for serving those babies, the suffering of the mother that they could see directly. Then they gave the chocolate to the baby. Some of the babies hold that chocolate after 5 minutes, returned back the chocolate to the student who gave the chocolate. Then the student asked, why you are giving me back that chocolate what I gave? But baby said, my doctor has told me whatever others are giving, just to keep with you for 2 or 3 minutes, then give it back, because the tongue has got cancer, so this chocolate will not go inside. So tongue cancer, uvula cancer, throat cancer, this chocolate will not go, so I am giving back to you. So remember the pain. My request to you, our school, Bharati Vidya Vihar, is a compulsory part of our school curriculum. 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard students should spend 1 full day with mentally retarded children in the orphans and in the orphanage, in the old age home. You know how the children are changing. It's a fundamental change taking place. The moment they return after seeing the pain of the babies or the mental condition of the people and also the old age suffering. So, my request to you for a harmonious life in your family, learn as much as possible, teach as much as possible, and let your family move from bad to good, darkness to light, and from a tensionful life to tensionless life. In these words, even though I have given a very serious talk, this subject needs that seriousness. It cannot be explained with the jokes. What is needed is the seriousness in the family, in the present situation, particularly when Chennai is moving so fast towards a liquor addict culture. Liquor addict culture. In Kerala it is there, but Chennai is moving. 76% of Brahmins with the holy thread are drunkards. According to Hindu newspaper, 76% Brahmins with the thread, they drink liquor. It's a shocking news. There may not be anything very great with the Brahmins. They are also human beings. But what we say when we perform the puja, putting the tulasi in the back of the ear, Haran Mamsa, Viman Madhyam, Singachananya Jadivihi, Satyo Bhavati Bhudatma, Karne Tulasi Dharana. A group of people who we think that living a holistic life, even they are leading themselves into negative. Family relations are rupturing slowly, weakening very fast. So this subject is a serious subject. That is why, without cutting any jokes, I explained the need of the hour. My request to you, if you feel worthy, whatever you could listen now, take the message to others. Whether they accept it or not is not your binding, but whatever you learn, teach others. In these words, I would like to express my deepest gratitude with one or two lines. If you have got your mobile number and email, just write in that slip and give. If you would like to get 10 brochures in Malayalam, 10 brochures are in Malayalam, write M also in the slip. You will be getting the PDF format brochures. You can take the printout as the syllabus for learning Indian heritage. But small notice is there available. Whenever you are coming to Trichy or Kerala, please come to our center. Please come to our center. Full sketch of the location is given, and all the 5 Vedas are there. Digitalized Veda. Make it sure at least one Veda you are listening in your life. As Doctor very nicely said, if you are interested in learning Veda, Tele-Veda classes will be taking. I used to take Tele-Veda class to New York University, and the day after tomorrow onwards I will be taking Veda class to Edmonton, Arctic Ocean, and I used to take Tele-Veda class to Australia, Sydney, and our Arunachal Pradesh and Andaman Nicobar. From Trivandrum, these Veda classes through land phone to your mobile phone. The mobile phone put in the speaker and under the mic. Just to put under the mic, you can just understand what are the swaras and Shruti of the Vedas. And if you have got the book in your hand, particularly Rudram and Chamagam, just to keep in Tamil, Rudram and Chamagam, I will be telling what is meant by Swaridam, Udattam, Anudattam, Premam, Rasvam, Pradeyam. Within 3 hours, in 2 days, you can learn how to read Veda, Rigveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda. Reading and chanting Samaveda is very difficult, so don't try to learn Samaveda chanting because it is difficult but not impossible. Easy to learn Yajurveda, Rigveda and Atharva Veda. If you can learn how to read Yajurveda, same principle will be adopted, can be adopted for learning the reading of Rigveda and Atharva Veda. So my request, you should learn at least one Veda, not merely listening, but also for reading. That can be done in this class also as tele-lectures, as Doctor was telling. Whenever you have got a program like this, then I used to give lecture to other institutes, tele-lectures for half an hour. Even if I am traveling in our vehicle, I used to teach Veda in so many schools. While traveling in the vehicle itself, we used to teach in the tele system. So here also, if you feel it worth, it will be a happiest blessing for me to teach whatever I have learned, whatever may be your age, whatever may be your background, nothing will be a barrier to prevent your learning all these things. In these words, I would like to conclude whatever I wanted to give. What I feel so happy is that not even a single person yawned in this class. Even though some reasonably old age people are there, not even a single person. I was a bit worried whether I was going too much serious. Whether I was going too much serious. Anyway, one thing I found not even a single individual. It's because, not because Gopalakrishnan was talking, but because the subject was dear to you. That is why you were sitting like that. And in these words, as usual, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the doctor and inviting you all to our institute in Trichy on the way to Guruvayur. In the highway itself, address and details are available outside. And one prayer for you. Learn this prayer, very important. Om Devadabhya Pitrabhyascha Mahayogibhya evacha Namaswadhayai Swahayai Nityameva Namo Namah. So, Devadabhya Pitrabhyascha Mahayogibhya evacha Devadabhya Pitrabhyascha Mahayogibhya evacha Namaswadhayai Swahayai Nityameva Namo Namah. Swada means internal energy, Swaha means external energy. Devadabhya, all the divine powers. Pitrabhya, all those who are responsible for our coming to this world. Mahayogibhya, the great rishis, and also the internal force and external energy, I pronounce for every minute, every day, every time. Dirgha Ayurarogya Aishwaryanam Abhivruddhirastu Puttarottara Abhivruddhirastu Idiyaham Prarthayami. Long, happy life and your active role in your family by performing Matra Dharma, Pitra Dharma, to teach our children Putra Dharma, Putri Dharma, and make our life a glorious one, remembering that we are not permanent in this world. Thank you very much. Once again, my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Pranams and thanks a lot.